A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And off we go from Denver. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Off play action, Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this one too low.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Herbert on first down now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what key did they do? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chargers. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On the option to give to Williams here. Trucks over him. On him. And gets by him. And now a little daylight. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time on 4th and 1. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
One play action. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linemen.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael O.J. Mudia. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Out of the gun, Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now Fields. Touchdown! Darren Waller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 11 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Play action. It's Fields. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
Broncos 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 40, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A quick throw caught out wide by Jeudy. Touchdown Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Arik Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's man. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4 It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Darren Waller with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Rolling to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
24 is the mic. You ain't doing nothing, baby. You ain't doing nothing.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. There he goes left side. The 40. 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike 9. Mike 9. I got it.
Fields now to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
They pay me.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
McCann for the point after.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Chargers 50. Broncos 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you know.
Herbert has it knocked free.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw into the hands of Fan.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
One play action, Fields.
At the 24-yard line.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.